Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday morning. Yeah, Sunday morning, this is what I'm doing, right? Working, working, working. Well, yesterday I didn't really get to do much. My daughter does cheerleading, football season's here, had a game yesterday, and all that good stuff. So, what I did do is I picked up, and this is some UberScoot stuff, because now that I, I'm officially a warranty and service and dealer, you're going to see a lot of UberScoot stuff. I have the demo over at the shop. These two belong to a customer, and I'm going to talk about what I'm doing with these. And then I have two more I was supposed to go pick up today, but unfortunately, the truck that I was going to use, that person had something come up last minute. So I'll just go pick those up on Tuesday, and we'll be doing content on UberScoots in addition to the razors and whatever else have you. All right, so just a quick little thing about UberScoots. These are essentially like a lower cost version of, say, like some of the Weeped style scooters. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Weeped. They're like, I think they're Taiwanese. They're either Taiwanese. They could be Chinese too, but I want to say they're Taiwanese. But Weeped has these insane, like, front spring and rear spring suspension scooters, and this is basically the design profile that they use. This would be like on the smaller end of the Weeped style scooters, and then they have these big, massive ass ones, right? So the thought behind these is more of like the Weeped style of scooter, and some people just prefer that. A lot of the 48 and up, right? It's more of this type of style where you're using a hinge suspension, right? So a hinge suspension is where there's a spring right here, and then there is a part of the spring that goes up, part of the spring that goes down, and so when you do this, right, it goes down like that. It's the same thing on the front. It's a hinge, right? So there's a coil. One goes this way, one goes that way, and it, right, pushes up and down. Versus this style right here, where you're using actual shocks, right? And then the difference here is that you can actually adjust the tension on them, right? So for when I start doing the road version is I'm gonna pull these knobbies off and I'm gonna put some road tires on. Then what you'll do is soften up the suspension just by twisting the tensioner nut. You're going to loosen it, and then it decompresses the spring and makes it softer. So for the road, these need to be a lot softer. And with these two right here, these are just battery replacements that I'm doing. You guys saw the video on the other one, so I just wanted to show you right here. This is the other one. A tab came loose again, and these things do shake kind of violently. So I will be hitting them with a dab of solder and then applying hot glue over the tab, similar to like how these batteries are right here, these old razor batteries, how there's a tab of hot glue. That's a dab of it, and it literally just secures the terminal onto the battery. And that's essentially all I really need to do with these, is just give it some hot glue. Now my hot glue gun is dead. Right, surprise, surprise. So in the meantime, I'm gonna just wire these up. Well, that one's wired. I got to do the hot glue on this one and then wire this one up. That's what I'm about to start doing. I'll make another video just kind of showing both completed. I'm also gonna use this little machine. This is a pretty nifty little machine here. Can you get it? If you are so inclined to do so, I think these are probably like $50, right? But it is a portable steamer, okay? And it shoots a pretty nice little stream of steam, like a jet, right? It does it, and it'll literally just steam all of this stuff off right here. All this grime and everything. So another thing that I like to do especially when I'm going to be doing stuff like this, where I really got to revive stuff and get them all running and all that again, I like to clean them with some steam, get all that gunk and grime out of there, make them all nice and purty again. But this is what I have going on for this morning. We're just gonna go ahead and finish up that battery. Then I'm gonna hit my buddy up, man, see if he wants to do some drag racing. We were drag racing. He raced this one. I used my Mercane. He got me on the first. I get him off the start. This thing it has planetary gears in those motors, so the acceleration on the Y Wheel Pro is ridiculous. This one, on the other hand, because it's a chain drive, it winds up. This thing winds forever, and it just keeps building and building and building and building and building speed. And so he eventually caught me. We went down this long street. He eventually caught me. And then the second race, what I did was I started tucking. So I would like tuck down on the scooter, and I was able to like get a little more, a little more space on him. He still ended up ultimately catching me. So I think with road tires, and also one other thing, a plan to upgrade. It'll be like a affordable upgrade. This is what I'm gonna do with these. I make my own versions of these. I'm gonna go with some LiPo 4 lithium phosphorus batteries, right? Which would be a direct replacement for SLAs. That's the one thing about the UberScoot, the Mototech UberScoot scooters. To keep the cost down, they'll send an array of lead acids. This is 48 volts right here. And it's only 12 amp hour though. So I can do a direct replacement with the lithium phosphorus, same size battery, but I bumped that up to, I think it's 18. The same size lithium phosphorus are 6 amp hours more per cell than these. And they're lighter too. They weigh probably like maybe half the weight of these. So one, you get an increased amperage, and then two, lighter weight. So you'll get way more distance, and the scooter will just be lighter. And the other thing is, because it's lithium phosphorus, everything plugs right in, and you can use the same controller and all that. So that will be my main planned upgrade in terms of batteries. I'm not going to go something stupid, some huge lithium ion pack. I'm not going to do that. Lithium phosphorus is great for this right here. So and it's affordable, because if you go with a huge lithium ion pack, it's just I don't know. To me, it's just not, kind of, the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Somebody wants it, they can go and find one and do it. But for me, I'm gonna do economical upgrades, right? And then cool little upgrades. Road tires. I'm gonna replace this with a light bar, right? I'm gonna replace this with a light bar, and then I need to get with Louis. I need what was the camera, the dash and the front and rear camera. He's got this trick set up on his Segway GT1, I believe. I think he has it on the GT1. I don't know if he took it off of his InMotion or he has it on both, but he has like this real trick dash thing that sits up here. I'm gonna remove this, put a dash right there, and then there's a front and rear camera that he had. And that thing was pretty damn trick. So those are some of the upgrades I have planned for this. But yeah, just expect to be seeing more UberScoots. These things are pretty damn fast. Like I said, the Achilles heel is the lead acid array, because it's only 12 amp hours, and it weighs a lot. These batteries are not light. So that's the goal. Maximize the UberScoot, lighter batteries, bigger capacity, road tires, get a little upgrade on the electronics. This thing will be fun as hell. I love riding them. Okay, so again, questions with UberScoots, anything like that. Oh, just real quick, one thing for any UberScoot dudes out there, or you got some, you're trying to revive yours, you'll always want to just hit the chains with some either carb clean. You can use carb clean, brake clean, or chain clean. Doesn't matter. I think carb clean works the best though. All of this just literally just runs right off of there. And then you want to hit it with some chain lube. Some of this right here. Okay, modal. I use modal. Well, when I was doing the kart racing stuff, everything was modal. Engine oil, from the engine oil to lube to cleaning, all that. It was all modal. But I suppose you could use anything. But yeah, I'll use some carb or chain clean and then hit it with some modal chain lube. And you just want to do that every few rides, man, just to keep the wear to a minimum, because you get little dirt and stuff in there, and then what it does is it grinds down on the teeth of the gears and stuff. So these do not use like hub motors or anything like that. These use a brushless motor and a chain drive. So pros and cons, but you can always change the gears on these, right? If you want a taller one, shorter one, and all that. All right. So any questions about UberScoots, let me know. I'll do a follow-up video when I get this one done and then clean them up, because it's my customers' grandkids. They're the ones that like they put in work on these. Okay, I will see you guys for the next video. Peace.